Welcome to Williamsburg, Virginia, a great place to hang out and see historic sites including Jamestowne and Colonial Williamsburg and Yorktown. We're here for a couple weeks to find the interesting and unique, to give you a reason to bring the RV here. Colonial Williamsburg is called the Historic Triangle, specifically because it's shaped like a triangle on a map. The three destinations, Yorktown, Jamestowne, and Colonial Williamsburg, are all connected by the Colonial Parkway. During our journey, we started out at Jamestowne, and this Jamestowne with an E, because there's actually two parts to Jamestowne. There's the Colonial Williamsburg part and the actual national park site of Jamestowne. The site of Jamestowne is currently undergoing an archaeological dig, and what's incredible about this and in visiting this location here in 2015 is that back when I was in school, about 5 years ago or so, maybe it was longer, but you didn't learn about this interesting fact, and they have it in the museum here. During their dig, about 2 years ago, they found a skeleton with signs of, get this, cannibalism. Yep, the first English colony, and they were eating people. Leaving Jamestowne and that disturbing piece of history, we went over to Yorktown. Yorktown is the site of where the American Revolutionaries spanked the British and essentially turned the tide of the war. The redoubts and fortifications are still here, along with the Victory Monument. It's a fitting end and a unique place to go learn and discover American history. Back onto the Colonial Parkway, we head to Colonial Williamsburg. Although on this trip, we're going to do something different. We're going to go on a tour. We're here in Colonial Williamsburg, going on the Colonial Ghost Tours. The tour takes you through Old Williamsburg, shows you, tells you about the mysterious ghosts that live and may be still in this area. Fun thing about this is it's something a little bit different that takes place in a historic area. Williamsburg has a ton of history and, reportedly, a ton of ghosts. So your guides take you on a journey, tell you the different stories about where people have reportedly seen ghosts, and puts in your mind that they may still be there. We didn't see any ghosts, at least I didn't, I don't think, but
a boy is seen running across sunken gardens without a shirt on, effortlessly, as if floating in air.
Okay, I'm creeped out now. The legends and stories are actually documented, and so they're possibly true. But you do get a creepy feeling walking around at dusk. And on our trip, it was drizzling and raining. Well, it's been an interesting night here with the Colonial Ghost Tours. We've had nothing but electronic problems, which we've never had before. I kid you not, our microphones never go out. They are flawless and work amazingly well. You've seen us take them mountain biking, zip lining, all over the place. They work great. Here we are walking around the colonial city of Williamsburg, and the mic has gone out no less than 4 times. Coincidence? I don't know. Speaking of which, I'm now out here in the dark, all alone, and the tour is gone. I better go catch up. Colonial Ghost Tours will give you a different impression of Williamsburg. It's a lot of fun and a great way to learn some of the darker history and spookier stories around the city. So if you're in Williamsburg, give them a call. The tours are inexpensive and lots of fun. They're great for kids and adults, and we had a blast out there. Returning back to Colonial Williamsburg, during the daylight hours, we enjoyed walking the streets and checking out the old Victorian-style homes. Side note on Colonial Williamsburg is it was re-established by the Rockefellers and restored into this living history museum. Colonial Williamsburg is also home to William and Mary College, the second oldest university in the U.S., and one that has a British charter. The school has historic buildings, and this, the original building that has been standing since the 1800s. Well, not the original building, but one of the original buildings and the oldest building on the campus. So if you find yourself bored with the touristy stuff, we found something that's neat, free, kind of cool. Take your car on the Jamestowne Ferry. Crosses the river here, the James River specifically, right next to the Jamestowne settlement. So you can do a trip out and a trip back. It's fun for the kids. They can get out of the car, walk around the ferry, and you can also see what the landing would have looked like if you were back in 1600 in a wooden boat with about 100 people on it. I guess it wouldn't be anything like that, but it gives you an idea of what the shoreline looks like, and it's a fun thing to do in the area. Well, there you have it. That's our time here in Williamsburg. If you haven't been, get in the RV and come down here. Thank you, KOA Williamsburg, for allowing us to stay here and terrorize your RV park for a while. Look forward to seeing you again right here at campgroundviews.com. I'm Marquette. Goodbye.